dragging nails through my skin!
Welcome to Trojan Today, the only place where you can get international and local news, all comprised into a small bundle.
My name is Evan.
And I'm Laney. We have recent news on the devastating earthquake hitting the island of Rhodes. The great statue, Colossus of Rhodes, has collapsed and only pieces of it remain. We've just received reports on its destruction.
Investigators have determined that the statue broke at the knees when the earthquake hit and the huge statue toppled over. The harbor and many buildings have also been ruined, and many people have lost their businesses.
Colossus of Rhodes is one of the tallest statues in the world, measuring 50 feet of marble pedestal and 98 feet of the figure of the fantastic god Helios. It was built to thank him for protection and safety. It took 12 years of hard work to build before it lasted 56 years until now. Thank you, earthquake.
Ptolemy III, king of Egypt, has offered to pay for Colossus' reconstruction, but many people believe that Helios didn't like the statue, and so he created the earthquake to get rid of it, and the great structure will be sadly missed.
In other news, Ho-Kepos, a school built by the philosopher Epicurus in Athens, grand opening is tomorrow.
Epicurus was taught by Pamphilus, another well-known philosopher with great teachings. At 18, Epicurus attended the military for 2 years before moving on to his teaching of philosophy. Now look at the interview with Epicurus himself.
Thank you for being here today, Epicurus.
Thank you for having me.
Now the news anchors mentioned you have been teaching your philosophy. What is that philosophy?
Well, I truly believe that each and every person can find a way to be happy. My advice on how? Do not get involved in politics. Do not seek for only power. And have close, trustworthy friends.
Interesting. And tell us more about your school.
The school is different than most. It does not teach the same logic that is taught by other philosophers, such as Aristotle, but about controlling the mind and body in order to learn and have a successful life. It will not teach religion or myth, but it will teach the students using experiments and logic.
So, are you saying your students shouldn't follow or worship the gods?
Not at all. I am a very religious person, but the idea is to get children to avoid false opinions about gods and myths.
And what students are allowed to attend, and how are people feeling about the school?
The school already has many students signed up, including females. I believe every person has the right to an education. There is some doubt from several people about how the school will turn out, but I have full faith it will be the best school in Athens. We will have to see if Ho-Kepos' breaking of traditional teachings will be a success or a failure. More information at the same time tomorrow for more interesting news. So keep tuned in to Trojan Today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We are receiving breaking news. Philip II of Macedonia has just confronted the Athens army, which is being backed up by the Thebans. Reports say Philip's army has 32,000 members. The Athenian army consists of 35,000 men. I'm not sure this will end too well for Philip. It seems he has bitten off more than he can chew, trying to rule all of Greece.
You know, Demosthenes warned us about him a while back. It was only a matter of time before Athens crushed him. Alright, reports are streaming in. It seems that the two of them are approaching in the classic phalanx, although the Macedonians would seem to have much longer lances.
What's this? Reports say that Philip is running away? He barely made contact.
Now the Athenians have strung out in very exposed line. The Theban troops are very exposed, perhaps. There is a method to Philip's madness.
Mighty Zeus, here comes a cavalry, run, straight at the exposed backs of the Thebans, headed for Philip's 18-year-old son Alexander. I dare say we'll be hearing more about him soon.
Oh my, this is a massacre. This isn't a battle, this is a slaughter. I don't think Athens is coming back from this lightly, but it would seem that the Athenian resistance has been solidly quashed. Now, into our life and leisure segment.
It is that time of year. People are getting ready for one of the most popular holidays of the year. It's time for Panathena, Athena's birthday celebration.
Make sure you're there for the parade starting at the city's gate and through the streets of the Agora, where it will stop for the ceremonies.
Sign up for all the competitions by the first week of July. If you win the torch race, you will get the honor of lighting the fire for sacrifices to the gods. Win foot races, wrestling, and boxing, and horse races, and receive olive oil from Athena's sacred olive tree. Everybody loves olive oil.
And don't forget the highlight of the night, putting the gown on Athena's statue. You don't want to miss all the exciting festivities.
After 10 hard years of work, we introduce to you
Hirachi 2K15!
with new and improved design. Price is only $61,121. Comfortable and easy to slip on with bad reviews. Unsafe for children and safe adults. Occasional itch followed by a rash and burning sensation causing numb feet. Only available in one color. 30-second warranty guaranteed. Okay, bye.
Like dragging nails through my skin.
Trojan Today weather report. About 60 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit breezy, occasional heavy gusts of wind. Skies today, scattered clouds. Still see the sky though. Sun's still poking through, keeps you fairly nice and warm. Definitely not toga weather though. Might want to wear a jacket, some long pants, and if you're bald, a beanie. Alright, back to the news.
Today's cool guide to the pentathlon during the Olympic Games. First we have running. The stading is the oldest game in the Olympics. Sprinters run for one stade, 192 meters. Some races are 2 stades, and some races range from 7 to 24 stades. Next we have jumping. Athletes jump into a sandpit where halters are in their hands. Halters are weighted plates essentially. Next we have the discus throw. A discus is made of stone. Discuses are for boys less than those of men athletes. Discus throw is a game to determine who could throw the farthest. Next we have the javelin. There are 2 ways of playing, throwing the javelin for distance or throwing it at a target. Throwing for distance requires an athlete to throw the javelin in a specific area. The target is done by sitting on a horse and throwing once the horse gallops to a certain point. Next we have wrestling. 3 throws to the ground count as a win. No biting or low blows. Wins by submission, or when the wrestler taps out.
Welcome all to Plato's Corner! Last week we discussed the ideals of a moral man, and today I come to you with a solution to our shattered society. I will begin by telling you about the plague upon our society, commonly known as democracy. It's true, my dearest old teacher Sophocles was a firm believer in democracy, and we all see what happened to him. Executed, betrayed by those he taught for spreading the truth. No, democracy is most not the way. You see, humans do not know and will not follow the path that is best for them. Man must be shaped as a child to fit his role in society, and we must give him that role. When left to his own devices, as my brother once told me, man will always choose the path. I propose we separate children at a young age into 3 groups. Producers, the working class, auxiliaries, the warrior class, and guardians, the leading class. Anybody can join any social class, regardless of their parentage, and they will be taught in a vocational school. Of course, all classes must partake in the liberal schooling of music, poetry, philosophy, and history to temper the courage of the auxiliaries, the wisdom of the guardians, and to ensure the loyalty of the workers. It would run like clockwork in an incorruptible system, able to mount the greatest of hardships. Of course, we'd have to kill or banish anybody over the age of 10, but hey, this is philosophy. Thanks for watching.
I'm Kiersten.
I'm Manav.
And you're watching Trojan Today.